Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a deep core and waist Pilates focus workout. All you will need is your body weight, and we'll go ahead and get started in a seated position with our feet a couple inches apart and our knees about halfway bent. We're seated right in the center of our mat. Start by reaching the arms forward, long from the shoulders. Find length up through your spine. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, we scoop into the belly, lean back about halfway. Then slowly float one or both arms up without changing the shape of your spine. Bring them back forward, scoop and lift back up to long spine. Exhale, round and draw back. Hold this deep flexion in your spine as we lift and lower through the arms. That lift and lower of the arms is your range of motion. You can alternatively always bring your hands closer towards your chest and back. The idea is just that we're shifting some extra weight back with us. So your abdominals have to hold a little bit deeper. Those ribs have to knit in towards one another in order to not collapse into your shape. Here's 4. And lengthen. Exhale on that scoop back. Here's 3. Breathe in as we open up. 2. Lift and lower. Last one, we hold that halfway point. Bring those arms forward, straighten out your legs. Try to hold those shoulders out of your ears. Slowly lower yourself all the way down onto your mat. Find a big stretch of those arms up and overhead. Lengthen long through your toes. And then slide your arms long by your sides and pull your heels in close towards your hips. Start with some classical movements here. Imagine that your feet are kind of just kissing the mat. So the entire sole of the foot is still connected, but instead of grounding down through your feet, think about supporting more through your core. So wrap a little deeper through your belly. The feet almost hover off the mat, but they are fully connected still. Lift your right knee to tabletop and then tap it to the floor. Exhale, lift it to table and lower. If you're doing this correctly and you don't have very much weight in that left foot, you should feel that entire abdominal wall kind of wrap in to support the shape so that we're not arching into our back. We have a neutral spine underneath us. Last 2 on this side. And 1. Then right foot lightly meets the mat. Exhale to lift your left knee and tap it down. Exhale, lift and lower. So the lighter that you are through your right foot, the more you'll feel this in your abdominals. But keep the foot connected to the mat and put more energy there if you need a little bit less abdominal work. Here's 3. We'll turn this into leg changes in 2. Next one, hold it in tabletop, making sure that that spine stays really neutral. On our next exhale, we switch our thighs. Right knee to table, left foot lands softly. And switch, and switch, and switch. Keeping the toe tap on the floor really slight or kind of very gentle as it taps down to hold a little bit more support through your abdominal wall. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly hug both knees in towards your chest. Give your spine a little rock side to side. Then we'll bring our knees to tabletop. Your knees are stacked right over your hips, shins parallel to the floor. Imagine you're holding a little glass of water or a plate on top of your shins. If those shins start to lift up, it would slide down. If your shins drop, it would slide down towards the mat in front of you. So you want to keep it nice and steady. Squeeze your thighs together as best you can. Find this suctioning to the inner thighs to support that spine. From here, we find single toe taps. Tap your right toe to the floor. Exhale, lift it up. We'll march, so alternate left and lift. Just like when we had our feet on the floor, we kind of find those alternating changes. But now our base is in tabletop rather than feet on the floor, so we're supporting a little bit more with our abdominal wall. Making sure when you tap, we're hinging from the hip, so the entire thigh is moving away from you, entire thigh comes back, rather than just bending more into your knee. in order to get the foot down. Stay at this pace or turn it into leg changes. We switch at the same time. Finding just a little tap on the mat. You should feel those ribs, the abdominal stabilizers zipping up and in into your abdominal wall for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees in once again. Give yourself a nice little rock. And from here, we'll extend our left leg all the way out long. Really engage through that thigh. Point through the toes as best you can. More engagement in the thighs, just so we're pushing that heel down towards the mat. Then the right leg lifts high towards the ceiling or whatever is above you. We try to find as much length of that leg as we can. Notice how your hips should be balanced here, so there's equal weight in both hips. Arms frame your torso. We draw leg circles around in one direction. Imagine you're drawing maybe the size of a dinner plate you start with, maybe a little wider like the size of a beach ball. The aim here is to scoop and engage as much as you can through your abdominal wall, finding that deep core to hold your left hip really steady on your mat. You'll notice as the leg sweeps open to the right, that left hip naturally kind of likes to hike up because there's more weight to the right side. You have to engage more with your right sideline, your right oblique, in order to maintain stability in your pelvic floor. After this one, we'll reverse our direction. Open out, around, and up. Pressing deeply into your shoulders and into your palms will also help you to find a little bit more support, and squeezing into your thighs, so keeping your kneecaps really long. This is a great hip mobility exercise as well, as it allows the hip to just gently roll around in its hip socket, going as wide as you can in your circles while maintaining balance in your hips. We have 2 and 1. Let's hug our right knee in towards our right underarm. Give it a nice little release. Then take it across the body for a twist over to your left. We'll slowly shift all the way over onto our left hip. Prop yourself up onto your left forearm. That elbow is right underneath the shoulder, lifting space underneath the rib cage. Bottom knee is bent, the knee faces forward, top leg is long. We extend our right arm, right leg in opposite directions, then crunch them in towards each other. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we crunch. Think about lifting your rib cage towards that thigh, while you're kind of equally pulling the thigh towards you. That way we're staying lifted out of the bottom rib cage as we come in. We're not sinking into the shoulder here. We're keeping lifted, really open to your stance. Working a bit into that right oblique. We have 3 more. Here's 2. And 1. We'll either stay like this if this next exercise feels not so great. You can always go back to those little sideline crunches. If you want to advance, we'll roll onto the soft part of our left hip. Lift your knees to table. Notice those feet like to sink down towards your heels here, so try to keep them lifted. Stay lifted out of your left shoulder as well, like propping yourself up and open. Extend your legs forward as your arm extends up and overhead. Then crunch in. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we crunch. Find that little lengthen and scoop. Here's 7. Wrapping through the entire waist. Find length before you draw in for 5. Keep proud through your chest. 4, 3, 2. Next, when you hold those knees in, take the feet flat to the floor. Then just shift your hips so your hips come square and down to the mat. We'll square off our chest to face our thighs. Our shoulders are really open. Imagine you're puffing yourself up with your chest, forearms down on the mat. Bring your knees to tabletop. Notice if you start to collapse into your shoulders here, I want you to lie all the way down onto your back. Otherwise, we have a nice length underneath our spine, length in our spine. Extend the legs out one time. tuck them in. We hold them straight, lift them up one time. So from that 45-degree angle, we tuck them in, we extend, we lift them up and lower. And if those hamstrings are tight as well, you might get a little bit more range of motion if you lie flat on your back. We're focused on keeping the ribs pulled in. For deep core here, a lot of our deep core is connected to that area around our hip flexors, which is why when we're doing some low belly work, you might feel it a little bit more in your hip flexors. That's because of underdeveloped lower abdominal muscles. I want to try to find that connection to your lower belly by scooping up and in with your breath. One more time. We bend, tuck it in, extend it out. Lift up, hold your legs straight, lower them all the way down to the floor. Then roll your shoulders open, gently arch into your back, puff up your chest towards the ceiling. And slowly press into your palms. We'll lift up. I'm gonna flip around so I stay facing you, but you can lie yourself back down. We'll repeat that series on the other side. We'll start with both legs really long and reaching. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your thighs, press your shoulders and palms down into the mat. Lift your lift your left leg up high towards the ceiling. Keeping length in both of your thighs, we draw those hip circles around in one direction with your left leg. Do your best to plug into that right oblique. Keep it really steady as we circle in one direction. Use a full breath cycle to move through one circle. Inhale as we lower and open. Exhale up and around. Here's 5. Shoulders stay rolling back. 4. Here's 3. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your thighs. 2. And 1. Reverse the direction out to the left, down and up. You're finding as wide a circles as you can without letting the shape of your spine change. Those ribs stay plugged in and down. Belly button lifts up and in. Right thigh stays really long. Hip stays connected to the mat the entire time. 4 more. Here's 3. I'm feeling it deep within my hips, strengthening that connection point with my lower belly and my hip flexor. Last 1. And then let's hug the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Give a little hug. Compress that thigh towards the belly, releasing you into your digestive organs. We'll take the knee across the body for a twist, maybe allowing your left arm to open to a T if that feels good, stretching across the chest. And we'll roll all the way over onto our right hip. Prop yourself up on your right forearm. Our right knee is bent, bottom knee is bent, so it faces the wall in front of us, stacked through our hips. Extend your left arm up and overhead, left leg hovers. We bend and crunch the elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, draw in. Focus on pressing down into the elbow, prop yourself up really long and tall through your spine, squeezing into your left oblique as it comes in. Here's 6. Find length for 5, 4, 3, 2. We'll hold in on 1. Pull both knees in towards a table shape. Both knees face up, about a 45-degree angle to the ceiling on the soft part of your right hip. Feet hover from the mat. We extend our legs out without sinking into that bottom shoulder. Crunch them right back in. Inhale, you open. Exhale, you close. This is a great preparatory shape for your teaser as well, as we're learning to hold a little bit of that balance through our belly when our legs extend. You have to zip up through your abdominals when legs are reaching away from your midline. Otherwise, the tendency is for us to arch into our back, which we don't want. Here's 4. Find that length. Breathe in as we extend. Exhale, crunch. 3. Last 2. And 1. This time we hold those knees in, just take the feet flat to the floor. We'll take a stretch after this one. So both hips root, hands about a foot behind us for your reverse table. We lift our hips up. You can allow your gaze to come back, stretch open the chest, through your hip flexors, through your shoulders. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. We'll make our way into a forearm plank position. So our elbows are right underneath our shoulders. We step the feet back, creating a long line from your shoulders to your hips to your feet. Squeeze your thighs, find those quads. Find the tuck of your tail. You want to avoid letting the hips pike up. So then we lose the abdominal engagement. You want to avoid letting them sink down because then your low back is holding. Hold that glass of water on your back. Take a breath in. And we find a little waist swiddler. Dip the hips over to the right. They do not have to touch. In fact, I'd prefer if they don't. Finding a little bit more engagement through the waistline to hold your shape side to side. Hold steadiness in your shoulders. Try to keep distance between your palms. So shoulder width distance between elbows and hands. We whittle that waist from side to side. Checking in with the shape of your plank each time in your forearm plank here. 6, 5, lifting up and away from the mat. Find those shoulder blades active. Last one each side. And 1, hold your plank, take a breath in, and slowly lower your knees, slowly lower your hips. Open your heart forward, find a little Sphinx stretch. Extend through your spine, pull the heart forward through your arms, like you're magnetically pulling your elbows back and lifting your ribs up and forward. Then slowly relax your chest. Take the hands underneath your shoulders, send your hips up and back. Lengthen long through your spine. Our final exercise of the morning will work the back of our core. So your entire core wraps not just around the front of your abdominal wall, but also into your back. It's important that we equalize the strength of both in order to facilitate a staller posture and to strengthen into that abdominal wall. We'll start by lifting our arms and legs from the mat. Find the soft part of your belly that's holding that shape. Find your shoulders plugging down and together. We squeeze our elbows in towards the ribs. Slowly slide out. Lower your arms, lower your legs. Inhale to lift. Squeeze. Open. And lower. Lift. Squeeze your upper back. You might feel a little bit of compression into the lower back, but not a crunching. The compression is coming from that push of our hips down into the mat, which is strengthening that 360 core. Think about that space that wraps all around your abdominals. Like if you were to tie a ribbon around the belly button, everything that ribbon touches is part of your core. So we're strengthening that entire region. Lift and hold. Pull those elbows by your ribs. Your gaze is just a couple feet in front of your mat. Flutter kick the feet. Hold that shape through your upper body. Try not to move it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower your chest. Push into your hands. Lift all the way up and forward like an upward facing dog. We stretch through the belly. Maybe your gaze comes up. Let's take our gaze over our right shoulder. Stretch gently through the neck. Lift the shoulders out of your ears. And switch. Chin to left shoulder. Back through center, scoop into the belly, send your hips up and back, find your child's pose once again. And when you're ready, you'll come into a seat. That was such a lovely job today, everybody. I am so grateful that you decided to join me for this deep core and waist workout, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.